We work hard for our money, right? But sometimes it feels like there are a million and one things out there just waiting to snatch it away. Well, today we're going head-to-head with those money-munching monsters. We're talking about the 10 biggest threats to your financial security. I'm going to give you the straight talk on how to sidestep these pitfalls and keep your hard-earned cash right where it belongs, in your pocket. So buckle up, grab your coffee, and get ready to take some notes. Remember, knowledge is power, and in this case, it's financial power. Let's dive in. Number 1, let's kick things off with the big one, job loss. It's not exactly a picnic, is it? One day you're sipping coffee at your desk, the next you're staring down the barrel of unemployment. Look, I get it. Nobody wants to think about losing their job, but the reality is it happens. Companies downsize, industries shift. The key here is to be prepared. Having an emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of living expenses stashed away can be a lifesaver. It's like having a financial parachute when your career takes an unexpected nosedive. But it's not just about the money, folks. Job loss can hit you right in the self-esteem. But remember, your job doesn't define you. Don't be afraid to lean on your network, update that resume, and keep your chin up. Start building that emergency fund today. Number 2, let's talk about debt, shall we? That sneaky little thief that loves to hang out in your wallet, siphoning off your hard-earned cash. Credit card debt, student loans, car payments, it all adds up faster than you can say interest rates. Here's the thing about debt, it's a liar. It whispers sweet nothings like, go ahead, you deserve that new phone, or just put it on the card, you'll worry about it later. But later always comes, my friends, and it usually brings its friend, Mr. Minimum Payment, along for the ride. Listen, I'm not saying all debt is bad. Sometimes it's necessary to take out a loan for a house or a car. But if you're drowning in credit card debt because you can't resist the siren song of online shopping, well, we need to have a little chat. The first step is to create a budget and stick to it like your financial life depends on it, because it kind of does. Break free from its clutches and experience the sweet taste of financial freedom. Number 3. This next one goes hand in hand with debt, living beyond your means. It's the keeping up with the Joneses mentality, the constant need to have the newest gadgets, the fanciest clothes, the biggest house, even if it means stretching your finances thinner than a yoga instructor on a pretzel bender. Just because you can technically afford the monthly payments on that luxury car doesn't mean you should buy it. Sure, it might look good in your driveway, but it'll look even better repossessed and sitting in your neighbor's driveway. Living beyond your means is a recipe for financial disaster. Don't fall into the trap of thinking you need to impress others with your material possessions. True wealth is about financial security and peace of mind, not showing off. Create a budget, track your spending, and differentiate between your needs and wants. Remember, you don't need to keep up with the Joneses. Focus on building a solid financial foundation. Number 4, having only one single source of income. This is like putting all your eggs in one basket. If that basket falls, well, you're left with a whole lot of scrambled financial dreams. Now, I'm not saying having one job is a bad thing. It's just that in today's economy, it's smart to have multiple streams of income flowing in. Think of it as building a financial fortress. The more income streams you have, the stronger your walls. So, how do you diversify your income? Start a side hustle, invest in real estate, sell handmade goods online, or even become a dog walker. Not only will this give you a financial safety net if you lose your main job, but it can also help you reach your financial goals faster. Diversifying your income is like having a financial backup plan. Number 5, overspending on lifestyle. We have the tendency to increase our spending as our income rises. You get a raise, you buy a nicer car, you get a promotion, you move into a bigger house. It's a vicious cycle that can keep you trapped on the hamster wheel of working just to pay for an increasingly expensive lifestyle. Now, I'm all for enjoying the fruits of your labor. But there's a big difference between rewarding yourself and letting your spending spiral out of control. The problem with lifestyle inflation is that it can prevent you from building real wealth. Every time you increase your spending, you're essentially moving the financial finish line further away. When you get a raise or a bonus, don't immediately upgrade your lifestyle. Funnel that extra cash into savings, investments, or debt repayment. Number 6, poor investment decisions. Investing can be of the most important things you can do to build wealth over time, but here's the thing. Investing can be scary, especially if you don't know what you're doing. And unfortunately, there are plenty of sharks out there looking to take advantage of unsuspecting investors. Now, I'm not saying you need to be a financial whiz to invest successfully, but you do need to do your research, understand your risk tolerance, and avoid making impulsive decisions based on emotion or hype. One of the biggest mistakes people make is investing in something they don't understand. They hear a hot stock tip at the water cooler or get caught up in the latest investment craze, and they throw their money in without any real thought or strategy. This is a recipe for disaster, folks. Remember, investing is a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient, stay disciplined, and don't gamble with your financial future. Number 7, failure to save for retirement. We all imagine that magical time in life when you can finally kiss your boss goodbye, travel the world, and pursue all those hobbies you never had time for. But here's the thing. Retirement doesn't just happen magically. It takes planning, discipline, and a whole lot of saving. Unfortunately, far too many people put off saving for retirement until it's too late. They think they have plenty of time, or they prioritize other financial goals like buying a house or paying for their kids' college. But the truth is, the earlier you start saving for retirement, the better off you'll be. Think of it this way. Time is your greatest asset when it comes to retirement savings. The power of compound interest is like magic. The longer your money has to grow, the more it will snowball over time. So even if you can only afford to contribute a small amount to your retirement account each month, start now. Your future self will thank you for it. Number 8, inflation, the silent wealth eater. Inflation is that sneaky little monster that slowly eats away at the value of your hard-earned money over time. You see, inflation is like a slow leak in your tire. It might not seem like a big deal at first, but if you ignore it for too long, you'll eventually end up stranded on the side of the road with a flat wallet. In simple terms, inflation means that the prices of goods and services are going up over time. What you could buy for $100 today might cost you $105 or even $110 next year. This means that if your income isn't keeping pace with inflation, your purchasing power is decreasing. The best defense is a good offense. Invest your money in assets that have historically outpaced inflation, such as stocks, real estate, or precious metals. By understanding how it works and taking steps to protect your purchasing power, you can keep your finances healthy and your wealth growing over the long term. Number 9, economic downturns. Let's talk about economic downturns, folks. Those periods of economic slowdown or recession that can send shivers down the spines of even the savviest investors. Look, I get it. Economic uncertainty is never fun, but here's the thing. Economic downturns are a natural part of the business cycle. It's like the weather. You know, there will be sunny days and rainy days, and sometimes you might even get caught in a storm. The key is to be prepared. Just like you wouldn't leave the house without an umbrella during hurricane season, you shouldn't navigate the financial world without a plan to weather economic storms. If you can stay the course and avoid making any rash financial decisions, you'll be well positioned to come out stronger on the other side. Number 10, medical emergencies. These unexpected events that can throw even the most well-planned budget into a tailspin. Look, nobody likes to think about getting sick or injured, but it's a fact of life. And when it comes to medical expenses, the costs can add up faster than you can say co-pay. One of the best ways to protect yourself from the financial burden of medical emergencies is to have adequate health insurance. And no, I'm not just talking about basic coverage. I'm talking about a plan that will provide you with the financial protection you need if you ever face a serious illness or injury. But even with good health insurance, medical emergencies can still lead to significant out-of-pocket expenses. That's why it's crucial to have a dedicated emergency fund specifically for medical costs. By taking steps to protect yourself financially, you can focus on what really matters, getting better and back on your feet. These are the 10 biggest threats to your financial security. But hey, don't let this list scare you. Knowledge is power, and now that you're aware of these financial landmines, you can take steps to avoid them and protect your hard-earned cash. Building financial security is a journey, not a destination. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more financial tips and tricks. Until next time, stay financially savvy.